Hey creators, Nina here, and today we're going to talk about how you can create consistent content. I know it's a big topic, and I've been leading you up to it, giving you a couple of tips and tricks and secrets, talking about personal branding and visual content and content strategy, but today is the day. It's time to go all the way in with content creation. If you're new here, my name is Socially Nina, and on this channel, I support coaches, consultants, and creatives in their journey to create a strong personal brand with content creation, specifically using, what are we doing now? Video. So if that is you, make sure and subscribe. Actually, Mawish, who's my intern, she was like, you don't say subscribe enough. You don't tell people to subscribe enough. So I'm telling you, subscribe. Can you subscribe? I'll try to say it a lot in the video. Subscribe, 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 right? Is that enough? Okay. Subscribe to my channel. And if this is some information that you like anywhere during the video, just give us a little like, all right? Content creation is a big topic. Like if you Google content creation online, you're gonna get a ton of stuff. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna give you my specific strategies that I actually share with the clients I work with who are struggling with consistent content creation. So go grab your pen and your paper. I know that's old school, so maybe like your iPad and your whatever it is that you do today. Whatever you're gonna grab it, because you're gonna need a lot of room for notes, and I wanna see you put this into action, so make sure you watch until the end. Now, we're gonna start kind of opposite. One of the things that you shouldn't do when you're trying to create consistent content is wake up in the morning and figure out, oh, what am I gonna post today? That is not the way to do it, right? You're just coming up with things off of the top of your head. Now, I'm all for creating content that is genuine, creating content that's natural and just about you and your day. However, if you are going to create consistent content, you have to have a content creation strategy. Shocker! Where did that come from? Oh, no, really. The first thing that you need to do before you even jump into your content strategy is you need to think about what you're doing. What's your purpose? So many people throw things across the room. The people throw things on social media that just have no meaning. One of the main goals of social media is actually to take your potential client or perfect client through your customer journey. Now, there's a few different steps, but I'm just gonna talk about the first few. One, your customer needs to be made aware of who you are. Two, they have to consider working with you or purchasing. And three, they have to purchase or sign up for your freebie or wherever you are in your process. So if you think about social media and digital marketing as just a tool used to move people through those 3 steps, then it becomes clear, right? So you're like, oh my goodness, I just figured it out. So that means in the first step, you want to figure out, is your content going to be to make them aware of who you are, what you do, how you can help, how you can solve a problem? Or is it going to be for them to consider working with you, right? Giving more value, adding like a little bit more meat to all of your, look at me, look what I can do, right? Or is it going to be for them to purchase? So keep those in mind. Anytime you're actually going to create content, which part of that process is it? So part of the awareness stage is letting them get to know you. We've been talking a lot about personal branding on this channel. So what that means is letting them get to know you. I'm gonna say that again. That means, what is your mindset? What do you believe? What are your values? What means things to you? So some of that might seem a little bit personal, but you can actually share what you believe in. A lot of people do this through memes, right? Or quotes and just saying like, girl power, we are one, Black Lives Matter, all of those communicate value. So weaving in some of that type of content into your content strategy is great because people get to know you. And if you have the same worldview or the way you view different topics, they feel more connected with you. Remember, personal branding, we want to be connected, right? Another part of that awareness stage is you have to let people know that you're an expert, you're the authority in what you do. And a lot of people will say to me at this point, Nina, I'm so humble and I want to be humble and I don't want to brag. And look, if you want to make some money, I'm not asking you to go out there and be like, hey, I'm the best. But I am telling you to go out there and be like, hey, I'm the best. What's the difference? One of the ways you can actually show them that you're the best, you're an expert, your authority is providing value by answering questions that they would have. So write this down. One of your tasks is to think about your perfect client, right? You're like, oh, okay,
Hi.
Tanisha, she would have these questions. If you've been watching my series, we already did this, right? I told you to write down the questions that your perfect client would have. So what you're gonna do is write down just 5 questions that they would have, very basic. Let's say that you are I don't know, you teach people how to do makeup. The basics might be how to match your skin type, how to do your eyebrows, whatever it is. Some of the basic questions that you get all of the time, right? Now, the way you're gonna do, I did this because there are five questions, right? I use symbolism with my hands for everything. These are your 5 questions, right? What you're doing is saying, hey, you know, I can answer those questions. I'm an expert. You don't have to like be in their face. Just say, hey, these are the 5 ways you can color match your skin. I don't know what do you guys do, beauty people? Tell me below. But you want to actually answer questions that you get all of the time. Aren't you tired of your friends and family asking you questions about whatever it is you're an expert in? Put it in a video. I literally do that for my family, friends, my mom. I put it on YouTube, and then other people have those questions and I share it with them. So when you're creating your content strategy, think about how you can answer problems, solve problems. Actually, these are very, very simple problems that you can solve for them. Think of it like breadcrumbs that's leading to kind of your big solutions, right? So 1, we already have some of the way you live, your thoughts, your, how you view the world. Now we have value that you're giving to them. The other thing is making them aware of your products or services, right? You'll hear me say on my channel a lot, in my program, when I work with clients, in my group, on my Instagram, even though that's really naturally the way I talk, part of it is infusing into your brain that, hey, she works with people one-on-one, hey, she has a program, hey, she takes clients. Sometimes you have to remind people. So you can do that on your videos, you can do that in your social media, in your stories, like, hey, when I work with my people, right? Or when I do this, that's why you see testimonials a lot of time. When people are teaching you something, they'll say, here's my student, I'm gonna say one of my real students, here's my student Iman. And in her first year, she wanted 5,000 YouTube subscribers. And I'm pretty sure she's up to like 10 or 11,000. That's real life, y'all. But anyways, doing that lets people know, oh, so she can teach people how to build a YouTube channel or design our YouTube channel or whatever it is. Start infusing more awareness type things into your content. So that's awareness, right? Next one is consideration. That's when you actually form bonds with people. Now you're gonna hear this a lot different from a lot different people, but this is where a lot of people will have you go on to their mailing list so they can ask you questions, actually share more deeper information and values and videos. This is where you have lead magnets and you give people freebies, right? This is also where you have communities and groups. That's the way I did it. I didn't really like sending out a lot of emails. In 2021, I'll do better, but I don't like sending out emails. Why? I have video. But anyways, this is where you actually nurture people. So they're like, now they know who you are. Now they're like, okay, what can you do? Show me. Show me. Come on, I don't have no time. Right? So now it's like you do the wow part. You know, what's that movie? They'd be like, jazz hands. We'll find that. I'm gonna have my editor put it in here. Whatever the movie it is, it's gonna be over here. But this is the part where you kind of show off, you know, like when you were a kid and your mom was like, come over and show your aunties that dance. This is where you're like, ooh, I've been practicing this whole time to show off. This is where you give them more value. This is where you tell them about your products. This is where you like reveal the curtain a little bit about maybe some things that come from your one-on-one coaching, your ebooks, your programs. You're helping them make the decision to work with you, right? Giving them value. So that means even on your social media, even though you should probably take them off of social media by this point, you're building a community where they feel like they understand the way you think, the way you teach, who you are. They trust that you're gonna be around. I know that you guys have heard know, like, trust, but I always think it's know, like, trust, and engage with them, right? But this is where you really build that relationship. And as long as you move with integrity, this part should be easy. You're just being yourself and sharing value. Then there's the purchase part, right? So we're gonna come back to the first ones, awareness and consideration. So as you're building your content strategy, think, where is this content leading them? Is this gonna be awareness to have them get to know me, what products I have, what I can do for them, why I'm the authority, or is this giving them value so they consider working with me, right? Is this proving to them that I'm the one to answer their problems, right? You are gonna go through and answer questions, actually post things with purpose, and then schedule it out, right? Have a list of things that are awareness posts, have a list of things that are consideration posts. And then what I've done is like, I just create a 3x3, kind of like, think of Instagram 3x3, right? And it goes all the way down. You just plug it in, awareness, consideration, purchase might be like you're offering them something, but you can start there. Now there's other key items that you can add, but that's one of the easiest ways is if you know exactly what type of content you're creating and then you kind of plan it out. 2 other tips is when you're doing this, you probably want to keep it in a certain range of information. So you always hear people talk about find your niche, find your niche, find your niche, find your niche, whichever one you say, whether you're from US or somewhere else. The reason why they say that is because, remember, you want to show up as an authority, so you want people to think of you as, oh, Nina, she's the video girl. Before I was a social media girl. Before that, I was a live stream girl. Everybody has their impression of you and your personal brand, so you want to help form that opinion. If you're all over the place and talking about health and fitness and social media and makeup and this and that, then they're like, okay, well, what are you the authority in, right? So what you wanna do is keep it within that range of topics. And so for me, I have between 4 and 5, usually about 4, what I call content pillars. If you look up content pillars, you're gonna get a ton of different explanations, especially if you're a blogger or SEO. But the content pillars that I use are really personal branding, content creation, video marketing, and then mindset. I definitely want to empower those around me. So my content is going to fall within that range. If it doesn't fit in there, I'm not going to post it. That will help you with this whole decision fatigue where you don't know what to post or when. All right? So take those notes, create a plan, and then let me know if it works for you. I hang out a lot on Instagram. I'm all in my inbox. I also try to answer every comment that I get below and in my community tab. What is a TAM? Come on, Nina. My community tab. So if you're new here and you liked it, go ahead and give me a like. Did I earn your like? If you made it to the end, bravo, bravo. We will start a video series on how to create consistent content. And just to let you know, shocker, we're gonna be focusing a lot on video content on this channel. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. All right, peace.